Welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into the SwitchBot Battery Air Circulator Fan, a smart device that's blowing up a storm in the smart home automation world. Whether you're looking to improve your air circulation, beat the heat, or just add another cool gadget to your smart home setup, this fan might be what you're looking for. So let's unbox it, set it up, and see what all the fuss is about. Alright, let's see what you get in the box. You get the SwitchBot Battery Circulator Fan itself, a smart flat tic-tac shaped remote, a Clover power socket cord, a user manual, and a warranty information card. The fan comes in a clean white color, which should blend well with most home decors. It's surprisingly compact considering the features that it packs. The fan itself is 6.8 inches across, with the unit having a total height of 15 inches and a width of 13.1 inches. And all this from a relatively light 5.29 pounds. So it's light enough to carry around and heavy enough to be stable even when on high settings. The build quality feels solid, with a nice matte finish that resists fingerprints, and with a black capacitance control section at the front with clear controls for night light, vertical and horizontal oscillation, power, mode, fan speed, and charge indicator. The remote is white with a matte finish and has a good weight. It allows for full functionality without the need to touch the fan controls. Below the unit there is a main switch to turn the fan on. Remember, this can be battery or mains powered, so you need to turn off when not in use and running from the battery. Next are power sockets for either mains from a Clover socket or a USB-C plug. Now let's look at what this little powerhouse can do. The SwitchBot Battery Circulator Fan is packed with features that sets it apart from the average fan. First up, it's not just a fan, it's a smart fan. This means it can work with other SwitchBot devices to create a more comfortable environment automatically. For example, when paired with the SwitchBot Hub2, it can detect temperature changes and kick in to distribute cool air more efficiently when your AC is running. You've got several ways to control your fan. First off, this is a smart fan, so you can control it direct from the SwitchBot app. More on that later. Then if you have integrated the fan with your voice assistant, you can control it through voice. I've tested this with Amazon Alexa and it works perfectly, allowing for power, fan speed, mode, vertical and horizontal oscillation control. And obviously you can control it through the physical buttons on the device or via the remote. SwitchBot claims this fan offers 4 times more coverage than competitors, while keeping noise levels low. They've implemented something called SilenTech technology, which supposedly reduces operation noise to just 24 decibels. They've achieved this through using a direct DC motor that provides 40% more power while operating more quietly and with super efficient fan blades. One of the standout features is the versatility in power options. It has a built-in rechargeable 3600 mAh battery that SwitchBot claims can last up to 12 hours on a single charge. But if you need to run longer, you can also use it while plugged in via the supplied power cable or even via USB-C. The fan offers 4 different wind modes. Normal, designed to circulate the air and cooling temperatures. Baby, which is quiet and at a lower fan speed. Natural, which adjusts to mimic nature with variable fan speed. And sleep, which gradually reduces through the night. Each of these is designed for different scenarios, from maximum cooling to gentle air circulation for sleeping. One strong point of the SwitchBot Air Circulator is its oscillation, both vertical and horizontal, helping to distribute air more evenly throughout the room and help with both cooling and heating efficiency. Nobody likes dusty fans, and dirty fan blades greatly reduce their efficiency. As such, SwitchBot has made this one easy to clean with a removable front guard that you can wash. For those that might want to use this at night, there's a built-in night light feature, making it an ideal choice for the children's room, especially when on whisper quiet baby mode. Alright, now let's set up the fan in the SwitchBot app. You will need to have installed the SwitchBot app, QR codes on the screen for download. You'll need to have created an account and logged into it. Now you can use the SwitchBot app to control the fan if within Bluetooth range, or use the on-device controls or the remote. But if you want to control remotely either via the app or via a voice assistant, then you're going to need to have a SwitchBot Mini Hub or a Hub2 that will act as a bridge. Watch my video in the pop-up above for a full review of the SwitchBot Hub2. Now open the SwitchBot app. Press the plus icon in the top right-hand corner. Select Add Device. Your device will show up as a battery circulatory fan. Select Battery Circulatory Fan. Turn on your device using the switch underneath the base. Press Next. Press and hold the power button for 2 seconds. A light will appear above the power button and flash. Press Connect. The device will be discovered and connected. Give your device a name and optionally a room location. Now press Next. You'll be dropped into the main controls for the device. And you're done. They couldn't make it any simpler than that. Now before you go any further, I'd recommend that you check to see if there's any firmware updates available. Press the cog icon in the top right hand corner. Scroll down to Firmware and Battery and select. If a firmware is available for download, it will appear here. The firmware that was installed on the delivered device was version 0.8, but 0.9 was available for download that optimized the motor controls and fixed an issue with the indicator lights. Now let's update the firmware. Make sure that you are close to the device and have sufficient power to complete the process, or you are on mains power. Press Firmware Upgrade. The upgrade takes about a minute to complete, and you'll be greeted with the message that the upgrade was successful. Now press Finish, and you are set to go. Now that we are in the app, let's explore what we can do. When you open the device, you are greeted with a large graduated white space. This will change to a picture based on the mode. We'll see that later. Below this is a main power toggle switch. Then you have an option to toggle on the light switch and set to bright or soft for a night light. The main controls of the fan will not become visible until you turn it on. Once turned on, it will revert back to the last mode used, in my case normal mode, but you can change the mode to any of the 4 available by pressing the appropriate button and selecting normal, natural, sleep or baby. In normal mode, you can adjust the fan speed between 1 and 100. When measured with an anemometer, which measures wind speed, I measured 3.6 miles per hour on speed 1 with a noise of 24 decibels, which is less than a whisper. And when set to 100, the wind speed was 9.8 miles per hour at 45 decibels, which is still remarkably quiet. You can set for horizontal oscillation or adjust the position manually with left and right buttons or center to the front. If you toggle for horizontal oscillation, then you can set the angle to 30, 60 or 90 degrees. Then you get the same manual controls and oscillation features for the vertical oscillation, although manual revert to level as opposed to front. As you have turned on the fan, the night light controls will now appear towards the bottom of the control list. Then comes a delay timer, which allows you to set a delay of up to 9 hours before the fan will turn off. And finally, below the delay timer is a schedule feature that allows you to create schedules for when you want the fan to turn on or off on a specific day or time. Integration is supported with Amazon Alexa, Google Home, IFTT, Siri shortcuts, SmartThings, and Matter. So you have a wide range of compatibility straight out of the box. I tested with Amazon Alexa and it worked flawlessly with quick response times. Now Home Assistant was not listed, but should be able to link through Matter. However, Matter integration is still in beta with SwitchBot, and I couldn't get this to work with a SwitchBot Hub2, although I have seen reports of this working with a SwitchBot Mini Hub. I've reported this to SwitchBot and will update the comments with a pinned comment if this changes. If you've managed to get your SwitchBot Hub2 to link to Home Assistant via Matter, then let us know in the comments below. Now let's put the fan through its paces and see how it performs in the real world conditions. SwitchBot claimed this fan operates at just 24 decibels. I used a decibel meter to test this. At the lowest setting, I measured about 26 dB, which is just above a whisper. At the highest setting, it reached about 46 dB, which is still quieter than any traditional fans I've used. This is probably down to the direct DC motor, which are known to be super quiet. SwitchBot says the battery can last up to 12 hours. I tested this by running the fan on a medium setting continuously. It lasted just over 11 hours before it needed to be recharged. Achieving above 90% of claimed performance is excellent, and I'd love other manufacturers to be able to reach this close to their claimed values. As to air circulation, I don't have a smoke machine handy, but I did have an incense stick to achieve the same results. The oscillation feature did an excellent job of distributing the incense smoke evenly throughout the room. much better than any traditional stationary fan, which are direction based or at best oscillate from side to side. So is the SwitchBot Air Circulator fan worth it? If you're looking for a smart, versatile fan that you can integrate with other smart home devices, I'd say yes. It's powerful, quiet, and the battery options makes it very flexible. The smart features, while not perfect, add a lot of value. Being able to control the fan remotely or set up automations based on temperature is really convenient. And the fact that you can work with other SwitchBot devices to create a more comfortable home environment is a big plus. However, if you're primarily interested in Matter integration for platforms like Home Assistant, then you might like to wait until the Matter integration comes out of beta. I'm sure that SwitchBot are working on this, but for now, it's something to keep in mind. For those of you who just want a basic fan and don't care about the smart features, then there are certainly cheaper options out there. But if you're building a smart home and want a fan that you can keep up, the SwitchBot Battery Air Circulator fan is definitely worth considering. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then hit that like button, comment and share. And if you want access to similar material, then subscribe or maybe become a member and get early access to material plus other perks. And if I've helped you make a purchasing decision, then maybe a super thanks or a PayPal donation. It's really appreciated. Until the next one.